Hello, Misfits. Welcome to your arm day. Yes, let's get those pipes moving. Today you're going to need a variety of different weights. I have an exercise bench here behind me. If you don't have one, do not worry. You can grab a chair, or we can even do the same exercises on the floor. I'm going to show you modifications for both. Have a mat handy, but for right now, let's clear some room and get moving. It is cold in my gym this morning. All right, rolling those shoulders up, around, and back. Start to deepen the breath as we roll those shoulders through. Maybe reversing directions. Getting ourselves mentally and physically prepared for what's to come. Super awesome workout I've got for you today. I'm super excited. Take those hands back behind the head, and then we're just going to open and close into chest and shoulders. So bringing the elbows to the front, to the back. Again, working with the breath. Inhale to open it up. Exhale for those elbows to come in front. Warming up chest and back, and then take those arms wide. Same thing to the front, to the back. Creating as much mobility as possible in through those shoulders. We've got a lot of work to do coming up. Good. Take those arms into big circles one at a time, like we're swimming backwards. You can even create a little bit of twist through that core. And then when you feel ready, speed it up. If you're just getting started this morning, maybe take it a little bit slower, and then reverse directions into that front crawl. You choose your pace. If you're all fired up, maybe speed it up. Nice work. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take the hands onto the hips. Just take it into a nice easy side step. And guess what? There is no cardio in this workout today. It's all arms. So once you have that side step motion, again, you don't have to keep up pace with me. Maybe you want to slow that pace down a little bit, soften through the knees, and let's get some high-low arms, push-pull, firing up those shoulders. So I have 20 different arm exercises for you. One bicep, one tricep. We're going to alternate between biceps and tris today. And then give me front back, warming up chest and back, sticking with that side step. So we are only doing every exercise once for 30 seconds, and then we've got a little bit of rest in between. 30 seconds is all you're going to need, because those arms are going to feel pumped by about halfway through. Yes, so big jumping jack arms. Maybe you want to widen that side step a little bit more. Maybe you want to take one foot to the back and then deepen the bend to the knees. Or maybe you're like, heck no, maybe I just want to march. Yeah, that's totally up to you. Good. Follow me for some side step with jumping jack arms. 1 foot out at a time. As long as that supporting knee isn't completely locked out, you make that step as big or as small as you want, and then take the arm across in front of the body, getting a nice twist coming from the core. Making sure shoulders down away from the ears. And then turn on that brain. Follow me. We're going to sweep one arm at a time, down, around, and through. If you're like, what the what? Just stick with arm circles, one at a time, coming around and through. Always like to spice it up a little bit. Let's have some fun with our workout today. 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to come to the back of our mat. You're going to inhale, reach those arms up high. Exhale, forward fold, soft bend into the knees, and then plant the palms. Walk the hands all the way out into a big, juicy plank. You're going to drop the knees. You're going to give me 3 half push-ups, so we're only lowering halfway down for 3, 2, everything nice and tight in through the core. 1, good. Pop those knees up. Fire up in through those shoulders. Walk it back nice and slow. Bring yourself right back up on the inhale. 2 more times like that. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, walk it down and through. Hit that plank, squeeze in through glutes, drop to the knees, 3 half push-ups. Elbows stay glued in tight to the body. Really want to focus in through those triceps here today. Bis and tris are the name of the game. 1 more time. Inhale up, exhale down and through. Hit the plank first, set the knees down, half push-ups. Just a little preview maybe of what's to come, perhaps. Yep. Take it up. Inhale all the way up. Exhale here, you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, so make those cactus arms good, and then sit it down into a squat, good. Inhale back up. Exhale, get that squeeze in through your back. Work with the squat, work with that back squeeze. That's 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, have those weights handy, have some water handy. I'm going to get our timer set up, and we are just going to dive right into it. Timer is up. Like I said, 30 seconds for each exercise. If you need a little bit longer rest in between, pause the video at any time. All right, our right arm is going to hold static right here at 90 degrees. So nice and light on the weight. Our left arm is going to pulse above and below that right weight that isn't moving. So it's a halfway up curl, halfway lower. So we're never hitting full range of motion with that bicep curl. So we've got 10 left curls and then 10 right curls. Set the weights down in between if you need to. Locking the elbows into the side. Let's go. Or sorry, 30 seconds, not 10. We're not counting this workout. We're timing it. Saves a whole lot of hassle. And a good quality of a personal trainer is that they do not know how to count. So time doesn't lie. We're going to time it out. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock that left arm in, right arm. Let's go right away if you can, above and below that left arm. So keeping it at half range. Find that solid base, soften through the knees, engaging into that core. There's no swaying in through core and back. Just above and below that locked left arm. 3, 2, 1. Not so bad, right? You hit biceps, now we're gonna get triceps. So you may wanna drop the weights down a little bit if that's an option for you for these triceps, because we are keeping one arm extended the whole time. So reverse alternating arm kickbacks. So knees are nice and bent, back is flat, so hips are sticking out to the back. Lots of weight on the heels here. You should be able to wiggle those toes. You're gonna start with those arms in full extension. We're flexing at one elbow, extending, and then flexing at the other elbow, extending. So one arm is dropping at a time. So we've always got one in full extension, full lockout. Triceps, do not get a rest here. Getting set up, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Ready? Let's do this. Drop one at a time. Just setting the weight down towards the floor here. We don't have to bring the weight up all the way to the shoulder. The goal here is to keep that other arm fully extended the whole time. Do a little check-in, make sure those shoulders aren't rounded forward. Getting squeeze of the shoulder blades at the back, keeping that back nice and flat. Nice, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. On to biceps, 30 seconds of biceps. Typically this one's done with a barbell. For our home workout purpose, we are using dumbbells. So weights are starting in front. This is called a drag bicep curl. Not for the reason that you think. Soften through the knees, tuck the hips under. We're going to drag those elbows back behind the rib cage and then curl those weights up. We're lowering the weights all the way back down to starting position before we start that drag. So it's just a little bit of elbow lift and back squeeze before we get that curl up. 30 seconds, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Pull those elbows back first. That's gonna activate lower biceps, and then upper part of the biceps are gonna finish off that movement. So get that little pull back, doesn't have to be a huge movement, just enough to activate in through lower biceps, and then take it right back up again. The slower the descent, the better here. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. More triceps. So, like I said, I'm going to use the bench. If you have a chair, chair works perfectly fine for this one. You're going to take a seat, and we've got a double arm. same time. Try to avoid swinging those weights and muscle those weights up instead. For 30. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Try to control that movement, especially as those weights are kicking back. Even though we're sitting down, we're still tightening up in through the core, getting that little bit of activation in there. Do a little check-in. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. No turtlenecks here. 10 more seconds. Woo! How are those arms feeling? 3, 2, 1. Wow. Set the weights down. Shake it out. We've got about 30 seconds of rest. We are on to exercise number 5. We're getting there. These are called Reisman bicep curls. It's a basic bicep curl up, and then we're going to flip the palms to face away from the body to lower down, so that we're getting a little more forearm working with this one as well. Shake those arms out, pick those weights back up. You know you want to. So palms are out, roll those shoulders up, around, and back. So it looks like this. Curl the weights up to the shoulders, flip to lower down with control. You're on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring it up. Big beastie curl. Flip those palms outwards. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Lower them down. So not allowing those elbows to pop out in front. Elbows stay pointed down towards the floor for both concentric and eccentric phases of that movement. Nice and flat in through that low back. Especially if you're lifting those heavier weights, try to avoid getting that sway or that pull into the low back. Core turned on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Set those weights down. Shake the arms out. My weights are freezing cold, so in my case, my hands need to defrost in between each exercise. Exercise number 6. We've got skull crushers. We're going to hit the mat, or if you want to use a bench, if you've got a bench at home, flatten that bench out. You can do the same thing on the bench. Skull crusher, you're going to hold one dumbbell end to end. Flat on our backs, pressing the low back in. Turn that deep core on. Weight is pointed up to the ceiling. We're going to bend at the elbows only. The weight comes above the forehead. Kick it right back up. So notice there's no movement in through the shoulder. It's just a flexion, extension of the elbows. Elbows stay pointed up towards the ceiling the whole time. Getting my timer back on here. Come on. You're on. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds skull crushers. Nice and slow. The slower the better for this one here. If you want a little bit more, you can hold a bridge lift. If we're down on the floor, you can hold a bridge lift. If you're up on the bench and you want a little bit more, you can hold those feet off for a little more core activation. If you're just lifting heavy, focus solely on the triceps movement. So that weight is stopping just above the forehead. Maybe you want to pause here and then kick it back up. 3, 2, 1. Awesome work. More biceps. We've got Warrior 2 high curl. So we're in this yoga Warrior 2 position. Front foot is facing front of the mat. Second foot is turned outwards a little bit. So toe is at a 45-degree angle to the outside of the mat. Weights are out, palms are up. So as we curl the weights into the shoulders, we're going to transition the weight, the body weight, to the front thigh as we open it up. When we bring the weights back into the shoulders, we're extending in through that front leg. Stop just before that knee wants to lock out. So it looks like this. Forward and back. Open and close for 30 seconds. We really want to make sure that we're not arching or swaying in through the low back. So keep that strong pelvic tuck in here. We're on 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Open it wide. Elbows stay level with the shoulders if you can. Get that strong curl as we bring that Warrior 2 back in. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Shoulders and biceps working together here simultaneously. Woo! Give me 10 more seconds. Slow and controlled. Try not to let those elbows drop below shoulder level. You got it. 3, 2, 1. That was a toughie. Shake the arms out. We are on to exercise number 10. Down on the floor for this one. We've got a single arm, straight arm kickback. So a couple different options for this. We're in a tabletop position, so flat back, knees and hips are stacked. Weight is under one hand. What we want to do is keep that arm completely straight, completely locked in. Weight is coming up beside the hip, lowering back down. Don't rest it at the bottom, kick it right back up. So it's a straight arm kickback. If you want to level this exercise up a little bit, you take the opposite leg, raise it up here. So we've got a little extra core work. So opposite leg to what that hand is in. Your way, you decide. Activate in through that core, tighten it up. Ready? 30 seconds. Let's go. Kick that weight back, straight arm. Control it as it returns back down towards the floor. So should be fired up right in through the back of the arm, triceps. If you have that second leg lift up, that other leg lift up, making sure there's not too much of an arch or a dip in through the low back. Flatten it out. 5 more seconds. And then right into the other side. 3, 2, 1. All right, quick transition over. Weight comes into the other hand. Reset. Hands and shoulders are stacked. Knees and hips are stacked. Ready, set, and go. Kick it back. Same thing as those tricep kickbacks. Try not to swing it back. Try to use, isolate, focus in through the back of the arms to create that movement. Otherwise, where are those muscle gains coming from? Finding length in through the neck. Trying not to tense up in through the neck or the shoulders. Hang in there, guys. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah. Woo! Doing awesome. We are almost. Oh yeah, we're past the halfway mark, aren't we? Here we go. Number 11. These are one of my favorite bicep curl exercises. Alternating arm, cross-body curl. Just makes me feel so strong, so powerful. So weights are starting at the thighs, palms facing the thighs. We're taking one arm at a time, up and across the body and curling it to the same shoulder, up and around. So we're creating kind of half circle, half moon shape with those arms, one at a time. For 30 seconds, roll those shoulders up, around, and back. Let's do this. Curl it up and through. Getting a little bit of a twist of the forearm at the top of that movement. That'll hit very top part, long head biceps, hitting every single angle of those biceps. With one awesome exercise. Smiles are still turned on, yeah? Who doesn't love arm day, really? 10 seconds. Finish it off. One more each side, just because it feels so good. Yes, yes, yes. Nicely done. More triceps. We've got a double arm overhead tricep extension. Big long name for a very small exercise. So you're going to take a seat on your bench or your chair. You're grabbing 2 weights. You're going to lock those weights together. Lock them up over top of the head here. And then slowly you're going to allow those weights to fall back behind the head as we keep the elbows pointed up towards the ceiling. So inhale for the drop, exhale for the lift. Squeezing those weights together strong, create one big heavy weight. Let's go, 30 seconds. Inhale, flexing at the elbows. Exhale for that full extension. Try to create as much range of motion through the elbows as you can. And lock those shoulders in, not letting those arms pop forward to the front. Guess what? We've only got 10 seconds left. You've got this. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo! Those are tough. Such a simple movement, but it is a tough one. All right. Incline bench bicep curl. Couple different options here. If you don't have the option of an incline bench, At home, we're gonna do this one on the floor. So I'm gonna show you this one first, and then I'm gonna hit the bench for my incline curls. So you're coming into a V-sit position here, heels down, toes up, so we've got that core locked in. We've got our body still on that incline, and basic bicep curls here. If you want a little bit more, you can take one foot on, one foot off. If you do have a bench at home, you're gonna set it on the incline, and you're gonna create that exact same movement. Basic bicep curl, allowing those arms to fall down to the side. So we're hitting more range of motion here. 30 seconds you're on the bench or on the mat, your way. Ready, set, let's go. Regardless whether we're on the floor or whether we're on the bench, our low backs are flat, our shoulders are squeezed together, relaxing through the upper body, getting as much range from the biceps, from the arms as you can. Last 10 seconds here, 30 seconds flies by, baby. Breathe through, locking in that core, keep it strong. 3, 2, 1, heck yeah. More triceps. I wondered when those push-ups would come into play, didn't you? Here they are right now. We're starting with triangle push-ups. So thumb and index finger come together to make, triangle. So option to keep the knees down for this one. Hips are tucked in and under to flatten out the back. As we lower the chest down towards the floor, elbows are coming out to make those triceps work overtime to kick it back up. Option to go full push-up here, or you can do half and half. 30 seconds, ready, set, let's go. So inhale to drop, exhale for that lift. Whether we're on the knees or whether we're on the toes, we don't want the abdomen to drop below the hips. So keeping flat back, squeezing in through low back, glutes, quads. Give it all you've got here for that push-up. Take it as low as you feel comfortable. Maybe you're at the point, we're just going little mini push-ups right now, doesn't matter. Triceps are still doing what they need to do. Last 3, 2, 1, yes. Push-ups are not easy at any level of fitness. It's something that we have to stay consistent with. Get in a couple times a week if you can. Get those push-ups in, do the work, and you'll see the gains. All right, enough rant. That was your rest. Single arm preacher curl. So we're gonna use the bench, if you've got a bench. If not, we're gonna improvise here with our bodies. One arm at a time, we're into preacher curl. So we're gonna lock triceps on the knee, on the kneecap. So same arm, same leg. So it's locking back of the arm in, other hand is on the hip. You're gonna inhale to drop that weight down. Exhale to lift it on up. So it's a shorter range. If you have an incline bench, you're gonna do the same thing. Lock the arm back behind the bench and get that half range bicep curl. I'm gonna join you here on the floor. So same arm, same leg. Drop the chest forward, lock the back of the arm, the tricep, onto that kneecap. Weight starts up by the shoulder. Ready? Let's go. Inhale to open it up. Drop that weight down with control. Stop that arm just before it wants to lock out. Checking in with the upper body, making sure we're not rounded too far to the floor. Pulling that other shoulder back and up. Good, good, good. Doing this version here down on the floor does make that core work a little bit extra. You're welcome. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. We're going to switch it up. Other arm, other leg. Making sure foot and knee are in the same line. So locking tricep, back of the arm, right in front of that front knee here. Weight starts up at the top. We're on a 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Inhale for the lower. Exhale. Exhale is usually typically on the hardest part of that movement. Usually on the concentric contraction. So as that weight is coming up, the muscle's shortening. How are those arms feeling? These unilateral movements, though, do allow a little bit of rest on the other side. more triceps. Resetting our clock. Grab a drink if you need one. We're getting there, my friends. We are getting there. We've got over the hump of one push-up. There are more to come, though. We're on our backs here. Double arm, tricep extensions. Only the weights stay separated here. We're flat on our backs. Weights are up overhead, pressing that low back in. So as we bend to the elbows, weights are coming back beside the ears, beside the head, and then they're gonna kick back up. Same thing as our skull crushers though. We don't want any movement in through the shoulders. It's only coming from the elbows. So take this one slow and controlled. Deep breath in, ready, let's do this. This is a tough one because it does activate those shoulder stabilizers a little bit more. Those weights don't have the luxury of locking together and recruiting those bigger muscle groups. Good one for the shoulders as well as triceps to work together here. Really focus on that movement. Use the breath to get those weights back up there. 10 seconds to go. Yes, yes, yes. Last 3, 2, 1. All right. Take it down. More biceps. We've got concentration curls. Bring those seated on our bench or a chair. I'm going to turn the bench this way. This one I want you to channel your inner Arnold here. My training clients love this one. All right, so we're going to take a seat at the edge. Weights down in front. So you want the elbow locked into the inner thigh here. So elbow's pushing in and the thigh is resisting that push. Palm is facing down and away. As we curl that weight to the shoulder, we're turning the palm in to face the shoulder. So there's that little bit of a twist, rotation coming from the forearm and upper arm. We've got 30 seconds aside. Here we go, back's nice and flat. Elbow to the inside, it's not resting at the top of the thigh, it's to the inside of that leg. Let's do it. Curl it up and through, easy, back, down. So again, getting that little bit of twist, palm faces the shoulder at the top of that movement. We're not collapsing into that other shoulder, pull it up, around, and back, trying to keep that back flat. Posture is always turned on. Work with the breath, breathing out on the way up, in on the way down. It's only 30 seconds aside. Come on, it should be hard. Last 3, 2, 1. You got it. Switch, other side. Lock the weight into the inner thigh, or elbow into the inner thigh. Pull that other arm up, around and back. 30 seconds. Let's go. You may notice one side a little more challenging than the other. Typically, we do have a stronger side. If you're getting to the point where that weight just does not want to come up, maybe you're stop halfway here, take that other arm and guide it. Don't push it up, just guide it up. Give it a little bit of encouragement there. Take it up. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are getting there, my friends. We have 3 more exercises left. Guess what? More push-ups coming your way. Woo! We have side lying tricep push-ups. Oh my. I feel like we missed our push-up pulses. Yep, we got it, we got it. All right, side lying tricep push-ups. On our side, we're creating a C curve here with our body. So shoulders are in front of the hips, and then feet are in front of the hips here. Bottom of the arm, the bottom arm, the arm that's on the mat here, is just along for the ride. You want to take the hand back behind the head, you can, or just hang it out here. Top hand is directly in front of the chest. What we're going to do, we're going to press the palm in towards the floor, push it up. Other hand, like I said, just along for the ride. It's not using any extra weight. Right back down again. We've got 30 seconds aside. Using that top arm only to get that lift off. Ready, set, and go. Nice. palms straight down. We should feel back of the arm, fire up. If you have a tendency to push into that bottom hand, that bottom arm, take the hand back behind the head. It's not there anymore. You have no help. Lifting that upper body off. Last 3, 2, 1. Take it down. Oh, that's a toughie, but guess what? We gotta finish it off. Other side. So again, creating that C curve shape here. Bottom arm is resting. Top hand right in front of the chest here. Ready, set, let's go. Take it up. You got it, you got it, you got it. Those arms should be feeling so full by now. Set the shoulders down away from the ears. Come on, finish strong, finish big here. Last 3, 2, 1, and done. Amazing job. We're back seated on our bench or our chair. You're welcome, you're getting a rest for this one. This is a wide shoulder press. Both weights are starting here at the shoulder in a neutral grip. So palms are facing one another. We're sitting up tall and through the spine, palms are facing one another. Those weights are coming up and away, and then easy to bring it back in. So we're creating a Y shape with the arms as they return right back into the shoulder. You want to avoid locking that elbow out fully. Stop just before it wants to extend. Ready, set, and go. Up, tall and through the spine. Reach that head up a little bit higher towards the ceiling if you can. Again, try to create that muscle contraction, that muscle push, rather than flinging those weights out to the side. We're here for a reason here. We want to build those gains, honestly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Last but not least, we have our tricep dips. Yeah, you knew they were coming. So using your chair or your bench, or we can do this in one on the floor as well. I'll give you options for that. So if you're on the chair or the bench, woo, hips are at the edge, you're pressing into the palms, walking those hips off the step, walking the feet away underneath the knees a little bit, and then dropping those hips straight down. Option to do this one on the mat as well. Fingertips are pointed towards the front of the mat. Butt lifts off, flexion extension at the elbows. So bending at the elbows enough for the butt to touch, kick it right back up. You choose, last 30 seconds, finish off those triceps in style with our dips. Ready, set, let's go. You have the option of coming into full extension, getting as much body weight in there as possible. Maybe one knee straight, one knee bent. Or if you want to kick it out half and half, do your best. You've come this far. Just don't quit. You're almost there, guys. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Shake those arms out, grab a drink, keep the chair or that bench set aside, because we're going to use that sucker to stretch it out. Yes, we are. Job well done. Hopefully, you don't have to get groceries today, no heavy carrying. Otherwise, it'll be one small bag at a time. Okay. Facing the bench or the chair step, you're going to take the elbows, kneeling on the floor, taking the elbows on the step, and then you're going to take a deep breath in at the top. On the exhale, you're going to allow head, neck, and shoulders, chest to drop down and through, keeping those elbows locked in at the top. If you can let the hands fall back behind the head. Feeling that lovely pull from those triceps. Slowing the breath down. Nice and slowly releasing from here. Walking away from the step or the bench. Placing the hands on, same thing. Deep breath in at the top, and on the exhale, you're going to allow body weight to drop down and through. This is a good opener for lats and shoulders as well as low back. Allow the head to become heavy. Good. Slowly coming under there. Take a seat on that chair or bench. Interlace the hands behind the back. Sitting up tall. Good. Feeling it opening in through top of the shoulders, top of biceps. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, you're going to melt the chest towards the floor and allow those hands to lift up off the small of the back. Let the head relax. Feeling a pull in through front of the shoulders, biceps, and maybe low back. Rolling yourself up from there, nice and slow. Allow yourself some time to stretch out anything else you feel like may need some little extra attention today. Hydrate as always, lots of water. Well done. Hope those arms feel as tired as mine do. Thanks for joining, guys.